Hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. Time for our post-match interview with Coach Lindsay Michelle. The Warriors are on the record to 24-8 with a win tonight over Jefferson, 3-0. Coach, we played them very first match of the year. That seems like a long time ago now. Obviously, things have changed a little bit for us. Your evaluation of that first match where we lost 3-2 and then tonight where we really just came out and took care of business.
Yep. I mean, obviously, we'd like back, probably, going 5 sets with them after we kind of figured a few things out about maybe the 6-2 versus the 5-1 and, our approach to that. So one of those you like to have back from the very beginning of the year, but nonetheless, we knew that they'd be a battle. They've had a lot of adversity recently. We canceled that game at their place, but, they're back, mostly healthy, but it was nice to get up there and hold our own because they are a team that's always scrappy and always putting the ball back. So,
Michalska goes out in the first set on a swing from the back row, came down on Diaz Silva, and in a couple places, thankfully, Diaz Silva seems to be fine, but Michalska did not return. What can you tell us about that?
Ankle sprain. Hopefully they get her some rehab tonight already, and just she doesn't think it's too awfully bad, but a couple games this weekend, we don't probably want to push her too fast. So, really gonna need her next week, the end of next week, and the week after. So,
after she went out, the first set, we had a big lead. It took us a little bit to get that put away, and then the second set, it took us a little bit to get going. So, what has to happen? Obviously, we have good depth. We have a lot of great players, but that does anytime somebody that's normally in there goes out, what has to happen then for us?
I think it was more emotionally impactful of the fact that, oh man, we love Kinga and we need her as a leader out here. But so it just took him to figure out, okay, who's going to be our safety net now and get up there and score for us. So, but we're dynamic and we're deep and we can push the ball around as long as we got the pass. So it kind of ran into, they had a really good server up that next play.
Right.
And we didn't get our side out as quick as we should have. But pass came along and finished the night just fine with that.
Yeah, Deckard had a really nice run there at the service line. The left-hander, what was talk to us a little bit about that. Obviously, that's tough.
Yeah, it's hard when you're seeing it from the lefty. You don't get that very often, and then just the angle that's coming. So, the girls just moving their feet, and I mean, they're fine. They get one on them, and then they overthink it a little bit, and usually one like that turns into 2 or 3, but, and it did. But got him the next time, though, so.
Made a good run, though, late to midway through that second set. Van Heesteren had a good service run for you. We had her and Fernanda as our co-Scooters Coffee players of the game tonight. So comment a little bit on both of those young ladies.
Yeah, Fernanda is hitting hard. She's facing a shin splint or something in her calf and shin muscle there. So she's just really going to battle every day through a lot of pain. But she's so strong. She just still gets up there and puts up all the way. But middle scored when they needed to, and that was huge for us. They were somebody that we had to count on to open up the block for whoever might have been playing outside tonight after Kinga coming out. So.
Not a lot of rest for you. You're going to play some volleyball here in the next few days. So when we look at the schedule, you're going to go on the road tomorrow and then back home on Friday. So talk a little bit about the challenges of 3 matches in 3 days.
Yep, Iowa Western holds their end of the season tournament over there. So we're going to just go play in Monroe, give them a game. Nice team that we saw at the national tournament, so we don't get to see them very often. So gonna catch them there while they're there and get another D1 team under our belt, and then go on. And Southwestern comes here. They're having a little bit of a tough go, I think, this year, more than we thought maybe they would. They've had coaching staff there for a couple of years now that had fairly athletic team last year, but excited for another home match. Get people in the gym and get everybody in there.
Going to wrap up the regular season then with Iowa Western and DMAC, both at home on the 24th with Iowa Western and DMAC on the 30th. And then we'll host that district. Kind of nice. It's nice to have that at home. And with our last win over Iowa Western, we get the, I don't know how you explain it, but we get the better draw in theory.
Yeah, yep. Just the lower seeds of the other ones will come to us. So we'll have, be the king of the mountain here to, we won't be the underdog. But we got to come ready and fire and ready. And, Illinois, they're athletic and, or if maybe Vincennes drops and they wind up here somehow, they were good. They were a tough battle. I don't need to see them again, particularly. They were good when we were down in Mineral Area this weekend. So a lot of good opportunities left for sure. But keep going, get Kinga back, and finish where we need to be.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. Warriors win at 3-0 over Jefferson tonight. Run our record to 24-8. It's an Ottumwa Job Corps Warrior win. That's going to do it for us. Again, the Warriors will play tomorrow in Council Bluffs against Monroe, and then back here on Friday night at home against Southwestern. Make sure you get out to the Hellyer Center to check that out. For the entire Go Hills crew, I'm Russ W. Oker. Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.